Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to make another pudding. This is a little variation of what I made before. It still has avocado in it, but it's also got bananas in it and carob powder. So it's a little variation of what I made the other day. And this has no milk or anything in it. It's only got the 3 ingredients. It's got 1 avocado, it's got 4 real ripe bananas, and a 1/4 cup of carob powder. I'm telling you what I'm making right now. You can tell by the if you look on my title, it tells you exactly what I'm making. I've got everything in the food processor, and I'm getting ready to blend it. I think I'll pull you back a little bit more. Thought I could put you close, and I'll put it. And I was going to use the Vitamix, but I think the food processor worked fine because it'll kind of mess it up in the Vitamix. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this started, and then we'll see how it comes out. We talked about a good mixer. I got a mixer I got for Christmas that my daughter-in-law gave me. I don't know one mixer from another. And it's a hand mixer. And this is a, I don't know if it was a Black & Decker, but I don't have a stand mixer. If that's what you're wondering about, I don't have that. I only have the hand mixer because that's all I asked for. So I don't know. I don't know one mixer from another. Oh my, you got moldy. Well, I don't know what kind you're looking for, but you could just go to like Walmart and get a cheap mixer there. Now, if you want a stand mixer, you're going to have to pay more for it. You know, I'm going to have to mix this a little bit more and clean it around the sides. Whoops. That should be good. That should be real good. Wow. Really stuck to this. Now I was going to say, if you're looking for stand mixers, KitchenAid are the best, I guess, as far as stand mixers are concerned. Now, Walmart doesn't carry those, but you'd have to get those through KitchenAid. I don't know what kind of mixer you had. If you had a stand mixer or you had a hand mixer, or, you know, depends on whatever you want, because that's all I use right now is a hand mixer. So it's totally up to you. I'm just cleaning off my blade so I can get it out of here, because I don't want to get it cut up on it. Put this closer so you can see. Doesn't that look decadent? Look at that. And it's not quite as dark with the bananas as the other one was. The mousse was real dark. This isn't quite as dark because you've got, and the bananas had to really be ripe. I had real ripe bananas. They were real ripe. I mean, they were turning brown actually, so they needed to be used. I think I'm going to change the container. The container is a little bigger than I thought I needed to have it. But just going to put water in this. Just a minute, put water in this. But as you can see, doesn't that look pretty good? I'm going to put it in a, I think I'll get a smaller container, and then you'll be able to see it a little bit better. Oh, thank you. I think it does too. I'm running out of glass containers because I've got stuff stored in the refrigerator in glass containers. So this in here should be plenty big enough. Yeah, I think this will be plenty big enough. This is a little baby one. It'll fit in that one because I don't want to put anything in there too big. I believe I got these at Walmart, I think. Or maybe, maybe I got them at Kroger. They're, I like them because it's snap tight. I'm going to pour it out. Pour it in here. I'll just have to wash out this container, but that's fine. Yep, this will work fine. I wasn't sure it would work, so I didn't get it out. Wow. Comes pretty darn close, I'll tell you. So you can say this is... Now, I don't know if you have to put it in the refrigerator, but I'm assuming you do because there's nothing in the instructions about putting it in the refrigerator. But I'm assuming you'd have to put it in the refrigerator to set up. Like most of them, the others you do. Okay. There we go. Like I said, it's just one avocado, 4 ripe avocado, 4 bananas, and 1/4 cup of carob powder. Let me get a spoon and I'll try it. I'll get a spoon out of the drawer. And I will let you know how it tastes. I like that. One doesn't overpower. You don't really taste the avocado. You taste the banana more than you will avocado because there's only one avocado in there. But it's not overpowering because a lot of people don't care for avocados. And I think that's why they use more bananas than avocado because the avocado would really dominate the pudding, and it would taste more like avocado than a banana. But when I saw this on the allrecipes.com website, I thought I would try it because it was simple enough to make. I saw that this morning and I thought, this is easy enough to make. And I was going to tell you that the guacamole that I made yesterday, it is so good. I'm going to have it gone probably by tomorrow or Sabbath. I was eating on some this morning. It is really, really good. And it's got a great flavor to it. And it's an easy guacamole to make. I'm going to take this and post it up on Facebook and on YouTube. Those are coming in. Here's my, they call it the ABC pudding. It's avocado, banana, chocolate delight pudding is what it is. They use unsweetened cocoa powder. Of course, I use carob powder. You don't have to put sweetener in here because your bananas will sweeten it itself. Because, like I said, my bananas were getting to the point where they had to get used because they're really brown. And that's the one you're supposed to use is brown ones like that. Get them real ripe. And I had about half a dozen now, but I only took 4. I've got the other 2 I'm going to have to eat tomorrow. But when they're real ripe like that, you use them up. I find that when they start turning real brown, they're harder to peel. They're harder, but they're easier to cut. But what I do with a lot of my bananas is when they get real brown like that, if I'm not going to use them right away, just freeze them. Be sure you peel them, cut them up, and put them in a baggie or hefty bag or whatever, and put it in the freezer. Because they'll keep in the freezer for a very long time. People have been known to put their bananas in the freezer without peeling them first. You don't do that. You got to peel it first. Yes, I certainly did. A quarter cup of carob. I used 1 avocado, 4 ripe bananas. Oh, it tastes real good. I just tasted it a little bit ago. It tastes really, really good. It's got one avocado, ripe avocado, 4 bananas, real ripe bananas, and 1/4 cup of carob powder. That's all it has in it. No sweetener of any kind, no milk of any kind, just 3 ingredients. And as you can see, the ones that saw my mousse the other day, this is a lot lighter than the other one was. That's the other because the other one did not have bananas in it. The bananas lightened this up. It's a color chocolate it should be. The mousse was a real dark, because you had avocados in it and you had milk, almond milk, but you didn't have bananas in that one. Well, I like bananas in pudding. Bananas are good for you. They're loaded with potassium. So you've got 3 ingredients in here. All are real good for you. Not anything that you can't have and nothing that you shouldn't have. Hi to those coming in. Here's my, I'll hold it up. Here's my avocado banana chocolate delight pudding. 1 avocado, 4 real ripe bananas, and a 1/4 cup of carob. That's all it has in it. And I put it in the food processor. I could have put it through the Vitamix, but I didn't want it because I didn't want to bother cleaning the Vitamix out because without the blade, with the blade stuck, stationary in there, it's going to be harder to get out from underneath the blade. So I thought I'd just use the food processor just as easily. Food processor or blender, whichever. They say blender, but I think the food processor did a real good job. I mean, you can see it blended it up real good, and you don't see anything, so it did a real good job, and it tastes very good. Of course, your carob is going to have a different taste than your cocoa anyway. Sure, I don't see why you couldn't. I haven't done one yet, but I'll find one to do it for you. A vegan strawberry pudding. Yes, I can do one. I can go and look for one and do it because I know people like strawberries. You could probably do any one of the fruits you want to. Any pudding that you wanted. Strawberry pudding does sound good. My ex-husband, he loves strawberries. That's his favorite fruit. So I'll definitely go look for a strawberry pudding. But when I happened to see this, when I was going through the recipes this morning, the vegan recipes, there's thousands of them. You love pistachio? I've never had that. I think pistachio might be an acquired taste for those that have really never had it before. I've had it in ice cream, I believe. But as far as a pudding, no, I've never had pudding. It's probably an acquired taste. Let me go put my fan on a little bit. Getting a little warm. But I've had pistachio ice cream, which was a lot. Hi, Alexis. Good to see you. Here's my avocado, banana, chocolate, delight pudding. Yes, banana and avocado and a 1/4 cup of carob powder. Well, yeah. Although we are cooler than most places are getting. They're getting in the 90s, although this is still June. So I'm reckoning probably next week and after that, even in July, we're going to have some real hot days. We're only going to be in the 70s today. We were warm, almost 80 yesterday, but it's cool today. So, sure, you sure may. There you go. Hold it up for you. See, doesn't that look good? It's 1 avocado, 4 bananas, and a 1/4 cup of carob powder. And the bananas were real ripe. And it tastes real good. And it's good for me. 40. Oh, that is really cool. That's very cool. And that's almost like winter weather. Yes, and I've already tasted it. It is really good. As you can see, those that followed my pudding or my mousse I did the other day, this is a lot lighter than the mousse I did. That's only because the bananas lightened it up. Bananas will do that. And the bananas were to the point I needed to use them because they were very brown and I needed to get them used up. When I called for 4, I says, well, that's ideal. I've got 6 that are brown. I'll use 4 of them. The other 2 I can probably put in cereal or something tomorrow or Sabbath. You're right, Alexis. That's the best way to go. And I think the reason they don't put sweetener in this, you don't need it, is because the bananas are real ripe. And they more or less have sugar in them as it is. You don't need a sweetener with real ripe bananas. Not at all. See, with the mousse, I didn't put bananas in that. So you need a little bit of sweetener. But with bananas, you don't need any. As long as you get them real ripe. And and the riper they are, the sweeter they're going to be. You can get, I've got some new bananas that I've got on the banana tree, and they're just yellow. Well, they're not going to be as sweet as these in here. Once they start turning, as they start ripening up, they get sweeter and sweeter. And those today are just really sweet. This is a simple recipe. I'm one of these kind that like to make simple things. The simpler, the better. The easier it is to make, the better it is to make. Because I lose a lot of people if it has a lot of ingredients in it. Okay. On hidden names, okay. But I lose a lot of people if I have way too many ingredients in the things. Too much distraction. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't see that one you had on this morning. I was busy doing something else, so I didn't get in there. But if it's gone, I'll watch your next one. But I don't know. I'm sorry I don't always get in there, but I might be busy doing something else at the time. But I do watch your replays. And I don't know if you were aware of it, Alexis, but the scope that you did the other day on the sugars, your sound cut out right in the middle. Actually, it was about 18 minutes of it or something was gone, had been used. And the thing of it is that it was your sound cut out. After about 18 minutes, there was no more sound. Oh, you deleted it? Okay. I don't know what happened. If you touched something or what happened, but I was listening and all of a sudden, boom. Oh, yeah. Well, I do like the scroll feature on the comments though, because I do miss a lot of comments and I can go back and scroll. Even when I'm watching a replay, sometimes I'll be getting distracted or something. I'll be doing something else and I missed a comment, so I just go back and scroll to see what people said. Because if I miss a comment that somebody had made that I needed to answer a question, or if it was a distraction or something outside by that needed to be blocked, I can do it right then and there. And I like the fact that I can block them when I'm watching the replay, because that is ideal. Okay, you take care, and thank you for coming in, Alexis. And I like that. I like that scroll feature. That is ideal. I'm glad they added that. But I am one of these kind, when I go do a recipe, I like the simpler the better. Because if you have too many ingredients, people kind of get tired and they want to write them down, but then there's too many ingredients to put down. So, 3 or 4 ingredients, 5 ingredients is fine. I saw this and I thought 3 ingredients. Well, my goodness, people are going to love that because they don't have to think. I don't have to think. I know what's in it. I don't have to look at the recipe. I know exactly what I put in it. Yeah, it does. I have some of my recipes that do have quite a few ingredients in them. A lot of the prep work I do ahead of time, because especially if you have to chop vegetables or something like that, I don't like to do that during the Periscope because it makes it drawn out. Yes, I did. I'll hold this up. It is an avocado, banana, chocolate delight pudding. 1 avocado, ripe avocado, 4 ripe bananas, and 1/4 cup of carob powder. Now the recipe calls for you're actually cocoa powder, but since I'm a vegan, I use carob. It is. I've already tasted it. It's really, really good. I'm going to post this up on my Facebook group and on YouTube. I posted up several different places on Facebook. There's some groups I belong to, vegan groups I belong to, and I post them there. Vegans with Love, I post some there. Although they're getting hard to post to anymore because they got to approve it before they can ask you to post it. And the thing of it is, sometimes it takes a long time to approve it. So I'm getting tired of waiting, but I go on a Pampered Chef one, I post there. And Leslie Nance on Go-To Kitchens, I've been posting them there. She says she's thankful for me posting and keeping it alive, because people aren't posting recipes in there, but I go in there and post these in there, and I say the simpler, the better. Why make something complicated if you don't have to? Because I'm one of these kind that I don't like to spend a lot of time in the kitchen. I don't want to spend hours and hours and hours in the kitchen if I don't have to. If I can get it done in a short period of time, that's what I'm going to do, and that's what I did here. I had it already in the processor. I had put it in there, and I was getting ready to do a Periscope, and then I got the notification that Chris was on. So when he was on, then I went in and sat in my easy chair and watched him. And I thought, well, I'll just wait until he gets in. Hi, Angela. And when he got done, then I was ready to go. But it's simple. 3 ingredients. You can't go wrong. I mean, everybody loves avocados. Most people do anyway. And you don't taste the avocado in here. You're going to taste the banana more because there's 4 bananas in here. And you got your carob powder. Since I'm vegan, I don't use the cocoa powder. Now, I know I'm going to have people that come on here that are not vegans that will want to use cocoa powder. Feel free to do that, or use cacao. If you don't want to use carob powder, that's fine. Because the original recipe called for your cocoa powder. Oh, yes. She's real good at making, yeah. I think I did watch that. I saw her one from this morning. I watched her Periscope from this morning already. When I get up, because she comes on at 3:30 in the morning my time. Well, I'm not going to be up for that, so I just watch it when I get up. I watch her Periscope and see what she had to, what she made. And you know, she makes a lot of good things, and I believe that she'll stop eating meat one of these days. I bet it is. I bet it is. I'm going to have to look up some of her recipes that she makes and try some of myself. Now, she has said that a lot of the stuff that she makes can be made vegan, you know, because she does use eggs, and she does use probably cream of tartar. I don't use that. I don't use cinnamon either. So I substitute. You know, I have an egg substitute that I use, or I'll make chia seeds or flaxseed eggs. You know, that's the eggs I make. I don't use actual eggs. You don't need to use eggs. I don't think that's really necessary. But she always told me, she said, well, you can make these vegan, you know, and she respects the fact that I'm vegan and that I use vegan, make things vegan, and you know, she doesn't particularly use vegan recipes, but she will look at them on her Pampered Chef website. If I post them up there, she'll look at them and she'll make them to her liking. That's what I like about these recipes. You can take them and suit them to your liking. You don't have to put in it what they have. You can leave some things out, which I do. I don't put pepper in the recipes. I leave those out. If something calls for mushrooms, I leave those out. I don't put them in either. So you can make the recipes to your liking, tweak them as you see fit. You don't eat too much meat. You're better off not to eat too much meat. That's very good that you don't. I stopped cold turkey. I eat like tofurkey or things like that, or I make my own burgers. You make black bean burgers. I guess there's chickpea out there. There's tofu burgers. I make tofu burgers that are to die for. They're really good. Make your own. You know what you have then. You know what you put in it, because you're not dealing with all the chemicals that are in the foods nowadays. You know the things you buy in the store are full of chemicals. They've got so many chemicals in those foods to preserve them. You don't need those chemicals. And yet they think we do, but we don't. We don't need any of those chemicals. They're not good for us. But yet they'll put them in there thinking that people aren't going to pay attention to what's in on the label. So they're just going to pick it up and they're going to put it in their cart. Unfortunately, that's true. A lot of people don't pay attention to the labels. They don't read them. They'll pick it up. They've been eating it for years, so they'll put it in their cart, not realizing that maybe they shouldn't have it. It's got something in there that they shouldn't put in their body. Yeah, that's right, they do. And they make the packaging look pretty too. Yes, they do, to get addicted. Yeah, and that's the thing. The thing that most people look for, and I probably am one of them, is the packaging. If the packaging is pretty, and that's what they're doing with a lot of them now, they're changing the packaging to entice people to buy them. Because they may not have sold them too much before, something, whatever it might be. So they'll change the packaging to real pretty colors that people want to buy it. And they'll say, oh, this is pretty, without even looking to see what's in it. It's going to have the same ingredients that had it in it before. You know, and you've got to be diligent and look at your ingredients. That's what I do. I've got to look at the ingredients because I know what's in there is not good for me. Yeah, bright and shiny colors. You're right. Exactly. They make those packaging so pretty. Yep, glistening. That's what entices the people to come and buy it. You know, and put it in their cart. I've encountered that so much. And people, like I said, they go to Walmart. Now, there are some people that will look at the labels. There are very few that, because some of them can't have a lot of salt. So they'll look at the labels to make sure it doesn't have a lot of sodium in it, you know. But to just put it in their cart and go home with it and not look at the ingredients, it's crazy. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. Here's my avocado chocolate or banana chocolate pudding. It's ABC pudding. It's chocolate delight. It's got 1 avocado in it, 1 ripe avocado, 4 ripe bananas, and a 1/4 cup of carob powder. Yes, it's very, very good. I've already tasted it. It's really good. And for those, like I said, that aren't vegan, they can use cacao powder or cocoa powder if they want to. Yeah, that's right. Even this, you're right, the sound of them. Yeah, I know, the sound of it. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm glad to do it. It's a simple recipe. I mean, 3 ingredients. How hard is that? you know, I've been looking at ingredients all morning on allrecipes.com, and I mean, there's thousands of them, because I go to the vegan recipes, clicked on the vegan recipes, and one after another after another. I do too, and the avocado was very ripe. I have a hard time sometimes getting that pit out. It didn't want to come out today like it normally does, but I got it anyway, and peeled it, and I kind of cut it up a little bit before I put it in the food processor. It makes it a little simpler, because it'll puree it better if it's not in big pieces. Yeah, that's right, they do. That's what they're trying to entice everybody to buy it. And unfortunately, that's what people do. The packaging entices them to buy it without taking in consideration that maybe what's inside the package isn't all that good for them. Sure, like I said before, it may taste good going down, but it may give you a bellyache later on. You know, it's not going to be good for you later on. I found that out for myself. It was real good going down, but it sure affected me later on. And that can happen. It can affect you later on. Chocolate is not vegan because of what it has in it. Cocoa is from the cocoa bean, but if you know chocolate, it's got bugs in there and things like that, and it's also a stimulant. You know, it's got caffeine in it. Chocolate has caffeine in it. You shouldn't be putting that in your body. Carob powder is from the carob plant, a carob tree, carob plant, and it's vegan and it's good for you. It's all natural. I showed it the other day. It's chat fields that I get from Amazon. It's very good. It's naturally sweet. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Because I know that people don't understand that chocolate isn't good for them. You know, I'll be frank with you. I love chocolate too. And that was my downfall, my weakness. I ate it for the longest time until I realized what it had in it. And I thought, well, I don't want to eat this stuff anymore. So then I started finding something that was vegan. When I realized that Amazon had carob powder, and I realized that I can have that, well, then I started ordering it and started using that. Yeah, you can get cancer from the processed foods. That exactly. Yeah, they do. They do put in cacao, but cacao isn't all that great either. I had bought some cacao without really realizing that it's not any better than your cocoa. So I use carob, which is much healthier. It's vegan, and it's naturally sweet, as it is, and it's better for you than your cocoa powder. Whenever it calls for chocolate, cacao, or cocoa powder, I put in the carob because I've got plenty of it, and I might as well just use it. Oh, you like carob too? That's good, because that's what this has in it, is carob. Carob is good for you. It's better for you. It's healthy. I want a clear mind. And if you don't have a clear mind, you can't think straight. Good afternoon, Monica. Welcome. Good to see you. Oh, carob. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Yeah, carob chocolate. Yes, carob chocolate. Hi, Janet. Look at my avocado, banana, chocolate delight. It's got one avocado in it. My guacamole, delicious. I've got quite a bit of it gone already. I had some yesterday. I ate some this morning. I couldn't resist. I had to get out of the refrigerator. When I told my daughter, she says, yuck. I said, but actually this isn't bad. You know, she said, well, I don't like avocados. I said, well, you don't taste the avocado anyway because you put it in the refrigerator. Good to see you, Janet. And you blend the colors together. I had it in there longer than a half hour, but it is so good. It's going to be gone by tomorrow or Sabbath, I'm afraid, because it's so good. I've got tortilla chips, and I just eat it. But this has one ripe avocado, 4 ripe bananas, and I mean they were ripe. They had brown on them. So I used the 4 that I needed, and 1/4 cup of carob powder. And then I put it in my food processor, and this is what I come up with. You can see it's a lot lighter than the mousse I made the other day. That's because that did not have bananas in it. Banana is going to make this much lighter. And it doesn't have a sweetener in it because you don't need it with the bananas themselves. Oh, yes, they are. You know, I've had avocados in my salad already. You know, they are very, very good. I like avocados. I didn't know if I really like them. I really hadn't had them until, oh, just recently. Just a short time ago, I started eating avocados, and I thought, hey, now I like these. When it comes to kiwis, that's a little different there because they're a little bit on the tart side. I don't care for anything real tart. So it's going to take me a while to get used to kiwis. Oh, yes. Brain food, that's right. We want to keep our minds sharp. And you know something? I found that my mind is much sharper eating the things that I've been eating. Much sharper than they ever were. You know, you think clearer, and you can comprehend things better. Because when I went to school, I had a hard time comprehending a lot of things, but I comprehend so much better now. You know, I can think clearly, and yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. You're right. Yes, you may. Here you go. I know the comments are up there, but there you can see it. Isn't that beautiful? One avocado, 4 bananas, and just a 1/4 cup of carob powder. No sweetener of any kind. 3 ingredients. How simple can that be? It's lighter. It tastes good. It is. I've already tasted it. Hi, Jonathan. Good to see you. I've already tasted it. It's real good. Oh, yes, it does. And that's why I made this. Other ones could make it too. I know that you would like it if you started making it. You would really like it because if you like avocados, if you like avocados, then you'll love this. And I look for anything with avocado. I also saw a pudding on allrecipes.com that has, or no, was it? I think it was YouTube that has tofu in it. Well, my friend Erlene says, well, I'm not sure about that one. So I made this one over that one because I took 3 bananas. This takes 4. Let me get some water. I don't know how tofu would be in pudding. Yeah, I don't know how tofu would be in pudding. I mean, it doesn't have a taste anyway. No, I'm not. Oh, you're going to get some carob powder. I get mine from, yeah, I'm cooking. Yes, I did. I got my carob powder from Amazon. I don't remember what I paid for, but I got the Chatfields. Yeah, you can eat the food and feel a lot better. Yes. And as you can see, I'll hold it up again, what it looks like. Doesn't that look good? I don't want to hold it up too much so it comes out. But that's very delicious, and it tastes good too. It's very good. Oh yes, the silken tofu. Yes, I have silken tofu in the refrigerator, and there are some recipes that call for silken tofu. So I figure, well, I better if they call for silken tofu, that's a lot better because I would rather. Oh, putting this on the wrong way. I'd rather use silken tofu than I would the other kind. They say avocado is really a fruit. They say it's a fruit because it has a seed in it. Anything with a seed in it is fruit. Yeah, it's pudding. It's pudding. I put the lid on now so it wouldn't spill out. But it's really good. Welcome to Periscope for the very first time. It's something that's easy to make. It's not hard to make. Yeah, it's a fruit. I thought it was a vegetable too. Tomato is actually a fruit because it has seeds in it as well. And those that just came on, my guacamole was absolutely delicious. Oh, you're welcome. You're so welcome. My guacamole was really good. I ate some yesterday. After I got off the Periscope yesterday, I had some. I ate some this morning. I probably won't have any the rest of the day, but it's really good. I mean, I love it because it's mild. It's got lime juice in it, but you don't taste it that much. And it's mild. It's not a real strong, because I don't care for anything real strong. Lemon juice can make things a little tart, but lime juice is a little bit on the mild side. So, but I love it. Yeah, I think a lot of people thought avocados were a vegetable because they have seeds in them. They are a fruit. Anything that has seeds. Tomatoes are actually a fruit too, although we call them vegetables. But they're actually a fruit because they also have seeds in them as well. Real little tiny seeds, but seeds nonetheless. because you could take those seeds out, dry them, and take and plant those and make some more tomatoes out of it. I suppose you could probably do the same thing with the avocado. Take the pit and plant it and get an avocado tree, I suppose. Whether it grow here or not, I don't know. But well, lots of sugar isn't good for you. There's no sugar in here. The only sugar that's in here is what's in the bananas. The bananas are real ripe. So there's no sugar. You shouldn't be having sugar. That's not good for you. Yeah, for this particular recipe it is. It's the base. But it's got more bananas than avocado. The bananas make it the lighter color. The avocado kind of makes it creamy. Makes it real creamy. But when you make this, you make sure that you use real ripe avocado in the bananas. Oh, she has taught you. Yeah, I need to watch her scopes more. You know, her replays more to learn that too. But I think you could probably get a chart on that as well. But I think that I think it was Alexis, the other Alexis that was in here earlier. She said anything with a seed in it is a fruit, and that's basically what it is. Oh no. Oh, man. Yeah, I would be interested to see if it would really make a tree out of it. I mean, those seeds are huge. They're really, really big. You know, and I don't know how long it takes to make avocados on an avocado tree. I have no idea. Probably like a banana. It takes I think it takes a couple years for bananas to come on a banana tree. They don't, no, that's probably true. They don't like frost. No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't like frost at all. But we're in our summer here because I'm in the United States, so we're in our summer. I know Australia is in their winter right now, and I suppose it gets real cold there in the winter. Oh, too cold, yeah. But, you know, I am so glad that I'm able to come in here and do this because, Jonathan, I wish you'd stick to the fact this is a cooking scope, Jonathan. Don't bring the way you feel into these cooking scopes, please. You say the same thing all the time. I know you don't like the way things are going in this world, and that you're not doing okay. But don't bring that up in here. Just stick with the fact I'm cooking, okay? Keep it out of. That's okay. It's okay in my prophecy scopes, but not here, you know. But I do these because I want people to learn how to do things for themselves, make their own food. Welcome to Periscope for the very first time. Oh, I'm glad I do too. I was a little worried there at first. I was going to find something to cook for today, and then when I saw this pudding, I thought, well, I did a mousse the other day. I might as well do a pudding. Yes, you just accept I'm cooking and talk about what I... Sure, you can see it. Well, I've got the lid on it right now. I put the lid on it so it wouldn't come out. But it's real easy to make. 3 ingredients. I will post this up on Facebook. I will post this up on YouTube because I do have people... I think I have something like 135 or 136 subscribers on YouTube, and for me, that's good. And, you know, it's just a start. Most of them do not come into Periscope. They're only on YouTube only. So that's why I do it up there, because I can get the message out there, whether it's a cooking scope or a prophecy scope or whatever it is. I can get the message out and help people, because that's what I want to do. I want to get the message out. Well, no, but you have to live in this world, Jonathan. You don't have to be part of it, but you have to live in this world. You know, you have to make you have to make the most of it. But I'm glad I could come in here and show you this, you know, because I know that people want to learn how to make a. Yes, I did. Okay, all right. Yes, I did. I made it, and I'm going to be going off in a little bit. Because I want to go look for some more recipes so I can do something tomorrow. Yeah, don't stress much, Jonathan. Yeah, it's nice to see you too, but you don't when you come in here, Jonathan, just be at ease. Don't stress too much, because you stress me out looking at what you're saying. Don't stress out. Just be calm and be thankful that you're still alive. Be thankful that you could come in here and watch me do a cooking scope. You're so very welcome, and I'm glad I could do it, because I know that people love for me to come in here and do the cooking scopes. You know, and some people say I'm on a roll with my cooking scopes. I guess you could say I am because I'm coming in here about every day. I'll try to find one for tomorrow. I want to do a, oh, thank you for the super hearts, Janet. I want to do a zucchini bread tomorrow, zucchini apple carrot bread, but I want to put date sugar in it, and it hasn't come yet. It won't come until tomorrow. I want to put that in there. So I don't know what time it's going to come. So I may not get that made. I may have to wait until next week. But, yeah, he does. He lives in London. He does. He lives in London. So, yeah, I'm thankful for these. I'm getting close to the 185. I've got 144 something before now. I don't know what I have when I get done. So I need 185 super hearts, and I'm getting close now. I've got about 41,000 left to go. So I'm getting there. You know, I'm getting there. You know something? Yeah, I was thinking about that. I'll do something on asparagus, you know. And somebody asked me to do a strawberry pudding, too. I will come in here and I will see if I can find something on a vegan strawberry pudding. I'm sure there's something out there. If not on allrecipes.com, there should be something on YouTube, because I look at recipes quite often. You're welcome. You're welcome. So I want to do that. Whatever you want me to do, I'll try to do it. You know, I love asparagus too, so I'll try to find something on asparagus. So, but anyway, I think I'm going to go for now, because it doesn't look like I'm going to get a whole lot more on. But I thank you all for coming on, the ones that were here, the live viewers, as well as the replay viewers later on. So I hope you all have a great and wonderful night, the rest of your night. I hope it goes great. And until we meet again, take care. Oh, with burnt butter. Never heard of that one. Okay, all right. Okay, but take care. And until we meet again, God bless and bye-bye.